Hi everyone, my name is Jackie Lomenzo and I help people eliminate boundaries on what they believe that they can achieve. And I want to share my story today because I have felt like I've had a whole lot of boundaries in my life and I've broken a lot of them and I'm still working on it. It's always going to be a work in progress, but I want to be able to see if I can share my story and maybe help one person. So all the way my whole life until I was 23 years old, I was a super picky eater. I call it the kids menu diet. I ate everything from mac and cheese, pizza, hot dogs, chicken nuggets. And it was not very healthy, but it was just something that I just was stuck with. I couldn't really figure out how to overcome it. And it was a boundary that I had in my life for 23 whole years. And I was offered a teaching job in China, and luckily, because I love to travel so much, I did not let my diet and my food, the things that I liked and didn't like, stop me from going. So I decided I'll figure it out when I get there. I'll see what happens, but I know I need to sort of take this leap of faith and just make it happen. And what I didn't realize that I was doing in the meantime was basically telling myself that it was gonna be okay and that I was gonna be able to eat things once I got there, and that, I just needed to get there and I just needed to allow myself to let it happen and show myself that I can take this huge risk of moving across the world for a full year. So I got there to China, and my very first meal there, I tried everything on the table, and it was pretty crazy. It was almost an out-of-body experience watching myself eating, tofu and eggplant and green beans and mushrooms and things that I would have never eaten before, even just a couple days prior being back, in the States. So what I realized there was that I was so far from my comfort zone. I was so out of my comfort and out of my, every day doing the exact same thing over and over, eating the things that are comfortable, eating the things that I know I like, right? So what I realized was that taking that leap of faith was exactly what I needed, and is exactly what helped me make that change. So fast forward a little bit, I basically started becoming really interested in food and nutrition for the first time in my whole life. I was 23, and I honestly all of a sudden was really curious about food because I was feeling better and my body was feeling different because I was eating fruits and vegetables and good food for the first time in my whole life. So I went through the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, which is an online health coaching certification program. And I did that with my mom, which was awesome. It's all online. It was a pretty awesome program. And basically, once I got my certification, they said, okay, you need your niche. What's your niche market? Who are your people? Who do you want to help? And it's funny, looking back, it was so obvious, but it was so obvious that I couldn't see it. And so I said, oh, I want to help people go through changes. I want to help people overcome boundaries. And what I didn't see right away was that I needed to help picky eaters. There are so many people out there who were in this same stuck phase, right? And I had just overcome it. At 23, I was an adult. I mean, I was a young adult, but I was still an adult. I wasn't a 7-year-old child. Like, that was the biggest difference. And that there were adults out there who were looking for help. And so I felt like, even if I can just share my story with them, I might be able to help somebody and give that inspiration. So fast forward again, I moved down to Austin, Texas, and was basically, once I had that year in China and I really got to travel the world, I started saying, you know what? I want to be able to keep traveling. I want to be able to really be able to have that flexibility to travel when I want to and to be able to help people from anywhere, right? So I started taking clients, and I'm still taking clients. It's just a little bit more sporadic than, I was in the beginning, or than, I sort of thought I would. But what shifted a little bit is that I found a platform called network marketing. And what I found was that I was looking for a side hustle. I was looking for, I had my day job here in Austin, Texas, and I really wanted something that I could be earning a second stream of income and something that I could do from anywhere, because I wanted to be able to build it so that I could travel, so that I could work from wherever it was that we're living. And so I came across a company that had an amazing plan. I really was interested in their products and how to really hustle, really be able to build a team. And so I did that for about 9 months and was doing pretty well. But what I realized was that I just wasn't in this exact alignment. The products that I was selling, although I believed in them and I used them and I really liked them, they didn't have that alignment of healthy living and being a health coach. You know, it felt like I had my health coaching business and my network marketing business, and I wanted to put them together, right? I wanted it to make sense, and I wanted them to be in alignment. I'm gonna use that word a lot because it's really important in this story. So what ended up happening was that I was offered another opportunity, and it was still within network marketing. They actually call it social retail, which I love that term because network marketing sort of has this bad rap a little bit. But I started a network marketing training platform where Holly Metz and we decided to start training people on how to create curiosity, how to build your network, how to really build a business without bugging your friends and family, right? Without sending the same copy and paste messages that aren't working. And I realized they weren't working for me. So how are they working for anyone else? They weren't. And that's what we realized. We realized that people were struggling with their businesses because they were sending the same messages to the same people and following up with the same people. It's never gonna work, right? So we did some research, we came up with some new methods, and we started training people, and our businesses started feeling better. But it really wasn't until this second opportunity that was offered to me where I could hit reset. I could do it right from the beginning. I could create curiosity around the products and company that I was standing behind without blasting their name all over my Facebook and saying, I sell this company, I work for this company, I sell these products now. Instead, I started talking about what they were doing for me, what these products were, how they were helping me, and not saying, let me know if you want some, right? That's the difference. You know, you have this feeling of, you know, being salesy, and I was just trying to absolutely eliminate that. So since I jumped in with this new company and was doing it right from the beginning, I have found amazing success very quickly with my team and with working with Holly, which has been amazing. And I've just been so excited to share this because all of a sudden, I'm in alignment. I'm doing what I wanted to do from the beginning. I'm helping people be healthy. I'm helping people make good choices in their diets. I'm helping people build a business. I always say that, you know, I went to school for education. I went to school to become a teacher. I was so convinced I was going to be a teacher. And looking back, I said, I can't believe I didn't go to school for business. But you know what? This here allows me to do that. It allows me to be that business builder and business leader and have people join me and have people follow my lead because we're figuring out what's working. We're making it duplicatable so that it's easy to be taught and easy to be learned and easy and fun to do. And it's only fun when it's working, right? It's only fun when you're not bugging people and when you're making new connections and when people are starting to come to you and say, hey, tell me more about that. Send me the link to get that stuff. That's when it's fun. You have to be in alignment. You have to step back and see what it is that you really, really want to happen and what you want to happen in your life and what it is that you want to spend your time doing. And that for me, all of a sudden, here we go. It's all coming together. And I am about to go on a month-long road trip with my boyfriend in about 2.5 months. And I'm gonna be working from the road. I'm building a business platform here. I'm building it on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and text messages. And it's because I'm doing it the right way this time. So I really am excited about this. Let me know if you have any questions because I'm always excited to share about it, but just excited to see where it goes. So find your alignment.